I've been all in my phone, I got options.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is TheShenellaJ. If you guys are a returning subscriber, what it do, bestie? So today's video is going to be all things hair care. I've been natural for about 4 years, and let's just say I've been through the wire, okay? I've been natural for 4 years and I still haven't reached my back length because of some things that I tried to avoid and some things I felt like I was neglecting when it came to my hair care journey. I'm just gonna be sharing that with you guys, just, you know, the things that I did that I felt like I messed up on, some things that I could have changed, and just some tips that I have for you guys. So if you are interested, you are a natural babe and you want to know some tips, just stay tuned and keep watching the video. First things first, vitamins. Your hair starts growing from what you put inside of your body. So the vitamins that I use now is this. So I use this Ali Heavenly Hair vitamin. This one has keratin, amla, biotin, and other minerals. It's 60 gummies. Probably have like about 15 left, and my hair has been growing like crazy. So I have been using this, but my holy grail is my hair, skin, and nails vitamins. So if you guys are on your hair care journey, you always want to make sure that you get some vitamins, okay? It all starts with what you put into your body. Second, make sure that you are drinking water. You need to be drinking a lot of water. Something else that I feel like works too is collagen. If you guys want, you can always go on Amazon and purchase some collagen peptides. That also works for your hair. It's always about what you put inside of your body, and then you want to focus on what you apply to your hair. Next, I also recommend that you learn your hair type. You want to do your research and just figure out what exactly is your hair type. I know that they have the porosity test. You can get a glass of water, put a strand of your hair inside the glass, and if it sinks, it's high porosity. If it floats, it's low porosity. That way you will eliminate so many products that will not work for your hair, because not every product works for every hair type. So once you find out exactly what porosity hair type you have, you will know exactly what products is going to work well with your hair type. Some people are against shampooing, but I love shampooing. The only time that I shampoo really is if I take my hair out of a protective style. So once my hair comes out of these faux locks, I'm gonna shampoo. But if my hair is out and I'm just applying oils and creams, what I usually do is a co-wash. It's just like using conditioner to wash out the products and just give your hair that moisture that it needs. So this is what I use right now. So this one is the avocado and jojoba oil. What I always want to make sure in my hair care products is that they have some type of oil and they have some type of good nutrient for my hair. So the Aussie brand has always been my favorite. I literally have the shampoo, the conditioner, the leave-in, the detangler. I have the whole entire hair care line. Another thing that I use is the As I Am and the Tropical Isles. These are my detangling sprays. This one is castor oil water, and this one is a leave-in conditioner and detangler infused with shea, red pimento, and rosemary. Everything rosemary is a go, period. Maybe 3 days out the week I would spray some of this on my scalp, and then I will go ahead and oil and then moisturize. Once you have a protective style in your hair, you also want to make sure that you are not neglecting to moisturize and oil your hair. So applying like a moisturizer under your protective style is top tier. Like, you never want to skip that step. The oils that I use in between my protective styling, like my parts, whenever I have like faux locks, crochet, even when I do my wigs. That's why I love a wig that you can like take off or lift up, like a closure wig. A headband wig has been my favorite for a long time. I use the Miel rosemary oil. So this one is my favorite, and then I also use the Jamaican black castor oil. So these have been my favorite oils to use in between my scalp, especially when I have my protective styles on. I will go to my local supermarket and I will purchase my fenugreek seeds, or I would order fenugreek powder on Amazon, and I would make my own oil. So I would get a rosemary, like raw rosemary plant, mix that with my Jamaican black castor oil, olive oil, let that come to a boil, and then just let it cool, and then I would add it to this jar. You don't even need to wait on this because literally the girlies are buying out this Miel rosemary mint oil. Like, you can't find this nowhere right now. And then if you do, they're like on TikTok saying that some of it is fake. But what I would recommend is, girl, just make your own. Like, you giving all these companies your money, make your own, okay? Teach your girl how to fish and she'll have food for a lifetime, okay? Oils aren't gonna do it alone, okay? Oils need a friend, and that friend is a cream. So what I usually do is, after I apply my oils, it's usually I would apply the oils first or second. So if I apply it first, I always want to go in with my rice water collection by Miel, the moisturizing milk. So this is what I go in and use. Always want to make sure you're applying oil and you're applying some type of cream to lock in that moisture. I also use the As I Am double butter cream. This one has cocoa butter, shea butter, castor oil, jojoba oil, and sweet beetroot. First started going natural, I had a friend named Ariel, and she used to work at my job with me, and her hair is so pretty. Her curls are so nice and nourished, like it looks so pretty. And she gave me some tips and she introduced me to As I Am, and I never looked back since. Okay, As I Am and Miel are one of my favorite hair care lines. Like, for my girlies that do the edges, period, what I use is my Miel Rosemary Mint Strengthening Edge Gel. So this is an edge control that I use from Miel. This is part of that Rosemary Mint line. You always want to make sure that your edge control is infused with like biotin or something like that, because as much as you're like styling, you also want to make sure that you're like promoting growth at the same time. You always want to make sure that you do some type of treatment. Is if you're going to do a hot oil treatment or you're going to do a protein treatment, you always want to make sure that you listen to your hair and you know which treatments you need. You don't want to do too many protein treatments like the eggs and avocado. You don't want to do that all the time because it's going to lead to protein overload. I do recommend that you do like a hot oil treatment every other wash, or you can do like a strengthening treatment. If you're not sure which one to use, there's also these little packets that you can purchase like at Target, Walmart, your local beauty supply store, that has like a hair mask that you can follow. Some good recommendations are the Shea Moisture ones. Those are really good. Those I use all the time. The TGIN ones are really good as well. I'm gonna also be dropping the pictures here, just so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. But if you use anything, just make sure that it promotes strengthening the hair strands. Like, if you don't listen to anything else, just make sure that you deep condition your hair. You always want to deep condition, and you always want to shampoo in between your protective styling. In order for your hair to grow, your scalp gotta be open for your hair follicles to flourish. You always want to make sure that you use a silk scarf or like some type of bonnet, just to make sure that your hair is protected and you're not like rubbing out your edges and your hair is not getting dry and brittle. Because once you oil your hair, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, like when you put your head on a pillow, all the oil is on the pillow. So just imagine what like having your bare head on a cotton pillowcase is doing for your hair. Make sure that you have a bonnet. Like, even if you have a satin pillowcase, girl, throw on a bonnet, throw on a silk scarf, just for extra protection, because I don't even too trust the silk pillowcases. Next, what I would say is child, leave the Dominican hair salons alone. Their hair type is very different from ours, and their hair type can handle the heat and handle the flat iron and stuff like that. But for us, I just feel like that's excessive heat, you guys. Like, I went to go get a blowout the other day and I was literally cringing because of all the heat. Like, after she was done, she was like, do you want a silk press? Do you want a flat iron? And I did it because this is the first time I'm doing a silk press for the year. I only do a silk press once a year, because you're not gonna, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not, child, what? But she did it, and when I was leaving, she was like, see you again in 2 weeks. And I'm like, see who in 2 weeks? No, girl. Oh, girl, you won't see me in a year, because that's when I'm gonna come back for another silk press. just avoid heat at all costs, okay? When you're blow drying, make sure it's on cool or make sure it's on a warm. Don't ever blow dry your hair on complete like hot. Just make sure it's always on cool or it's on warm, and just stay away from the fly irons. Don't do no leave outs, nothing like that. You just want to put your hair away and just leave it. That's the way it'll grow the fastest. Just protective style, leave it alone, oil, moisturize, and your hair will flourish, okay? Trim your hair at least every 6 months, because for me, I feel like my hair would have been at a longer state had I trimmed it. Listen to your hair, you guys. Like, I didn't listen to my hair because I thought that I needed a protein treatment every time my hair would like break off. Like, it would never like retain length. Like, it was always breaking, and I was like, what is going on? And I kept doing the protein treatments, hot oil treatments, this, and nothing would work because I needed a trim. So if you see that your hair is breaking off badly and like it's becoming unmanageable, then you need to trim. Just make sure that you do low manipulating hairstyles. Sometimes the box braids and the faux locks and the Senegalese twist and all that stuff is bad for your hair because they be too tight. What I would suggest for all my black queens is to learn to do your hair yourself. Just take the time. Not everyone can do their hair themselves. Like, not everyone is like really handy and like crafty with their hands, but I would suggest that you learn how to do your hair yourself, because you will know what your hair needs. You will know how to take better care of your hair. You will know to have patience with your hair. Like, ever since I've been doing my own hair, my hair has grown the longest it's ever been. Being a natural babe and washing your hair takes all day, but going to the hair salon where they start combing your hair from the roots, like, I would cringe at like literally anything, because you will know to like start from the ends and comb your way up. But when you go to like a salon and stuff, like, they're so rough. They start like drawing the hair from like the roots, and then like, girl, no. I would just say, like, just have patience with your hair. Have patience with the process. You can do everything right and then just give up because you're not having patience. Like, your hair is not going to grow overnight. It's going to take some time. Just as long as you're doing everything that you are supposed to do, you're keeping up to date with your trims, you're doing your treatments, and you know, you're leaving your hair alone, doing styles that you don't need to touch your hair for like a couple of weeks will help your hair to grow, and you will see a difference. You just have to have patience. That's it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, just don't be afraid to ask me in the comments. I do respond to literally everyone. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. Let me know exactly what you guys do to maintain and retain length for your hair, and just some things that you would recommend for me as a natural babe. I am definitely interested. I want to hear from you guys. I love you guys. See you guys in the next video.